This is K2SJP remote, Kilo 2 Sierra Juliet Papa remote. Standing by.
K2SJP, KG5PT, good signal, Bob.
Okay, thank you.
K2SJP, W5ABI, you're 15 over this morning, Bob, over.
Okay, Joe, you're a good 10 over and a good solid copy.
Okay, thanks for the report. W5ABI, standing by for net.
I thought you were going to be busy at church today, Bob. W5OG, good morning.
Good morning to you, Dale. Well, I have been up since 5:30 this morning. Our Ash Wednesday Mass was at 7 a.m., so I'm back.
Okay, got it finished in a hurry there. I thought maybe you'd be involved perhaps longer than that, but that's great. Anyway, you're sounding good, and I guess you got your smart SDR working all okay now, huh?
Well, it's working okay here on the desktop here in Holiday, and it is not working on the cell phone. Ken is still working on it, but he came around with a fix for me for the remote operation with the desktop. The cell phone's another story, so I'm going to hear from him on that.
Interesting. All right, well, when we get a chance, maybe you can, I hope you took copious notes so we can figure out what he did. Anyway, mighty fine. W5OG, stand by for the net.
W5OG, W5ABI. Did you get that big win yesterday, Dale? Over?
Oh, yes, we sure did. We had West Texas blew right in here on top of us.
Yeah, we got that haboob here. I can see it when it comes out towards us. We had like 60, 70 mile an hour gusts for about an hour, but the antenna's still up there.
Yeah, mine also. I was very pleased when I got home, found it. It looked like everything was okay, except we got limbs down everywhere. But that's not unusual. Mighty fine. W5ABI, W5OG.
W5OG, W5ABI. Standing by for net.
W7ASH, were you calling me, Bob, W5OG? Yeah, I'm hearing you, but only on the SDR, and you're very light there. So I will get you on the list, but may have difficulty bringing you in. W7ASH, W5OG. N5BE, are you hearing W7ASH, Lee?
W2WLD 5B. He's very, very light on Utah 2. I can't hear him direct, so hopefully it'll improve a little bit, Dale. I got him on the list.
Yeah, good deal. Okay, thanks, Lee. W5OG, stand by.
Good morning. This is Whiskey 2 Whiskey Lima Delta. Net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club, an association of members and veterans in the military air services from all branches of the armed forces. Our membership includes air crew, ground crew, missile crew, air traffic control, and all aviation support personnel. Our net meets on this frequency at 1600 UTC every day of the year. Our purpose is to promote fellowship among radio amateurs who devoted a portion of their lives to support the missions of our air forces. If you want more information about us, please check out our website. The address is airforcesflyersclub.org. One more time, airforcesflyersclub.org. In that format, we establish a list using a variety of sources, including direct check-ins, NetLogger, and monitoring web SDR sites such as Utah number 2. This is a control net, but you do not have to be a member or be associated with either the military or aviation to check in. We welcome guests. To contact net control initially, please use one of the words contact, relay, info, or check-in. Once the list has been established, we'll go down the list for comments. We do like to limit those to about 2 minutes. Time remaining, we go back down the list a second time for a 73 round. If you wish to be a short timer, please let me know up front so that we can put you near the top of the list. My name is Bill, Bravo India Lima Lima, located in upstate New York near the capital, Albany. And again, my call sign is Whiskey 2 Whiskey Lima Delta. Break. Okay, we have Lee N5BE, who's been monitoring and taking care of NetLogger, and here's the list that I have so far. We've got Don on Echo Link. He'll be simulcast in by Dale, W5OG. Don's call is Kilo 0 ZNC. We have our mobile today, Cliff, Uncle Cliff, W5PIX. The aforementioned Lee, N5BE. We have Gary, W4CUE. We have Chief Mike, WW5ENZ. We have Lee with a big signal, W4PUO. Dale is in there, W5OG. We have our Commander Bob, K1BLB. And we have Russell, K8 Air Force. And another Bob, K2SJP. Bob, I'm copying you well. Hopefully you're picking me up on something today. Heard John, W7AJN. James is in there also with a big signal, KG5PTE. Have my neighbor in New Jersey, Ray, WB2JJO. Good morning, Ray. And we have Joe, W5ABI, nice signal. Charlie is in there, K4YDB. Charlie is also running a live feed of our net. If you're interested in watching the net on Charlie's great station live, go to YouTube, put in his call sign, K4YDB, Yankee Delta Bravo, and it will pop up for you. Also, my question of the day is on there so that when we get into that, you don't have to write anything down. It's all there for you. We have from Northern California, Professor Bob, NX6RG, and so far I think he is with us today and not a receive only. And I did hear Bob W7ASH lightly on Utah number 2, so we'll make it work somehow, Bob. And also Stephen, KQ4HJN. Good morning to you, sir. Break. Okay, I took another quick look at NetLogger. I don't see any additional stations. Are there any other check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club net? Call now. Nothing heard. There's something off frequency. I'm not sure what that is. Let me see if there are any short timers. Anyone on the list that wants to be a short timer in addition to, Don had to be a short timer. Any short timers, call now. Nothing heard. Let's try Chief Mike. Mike, if you're copying me, would you put out a call, please?
This is W2WLD Bills looking for Air Force Flyers Club check-ins. Members or guests, please come now. W2WLD relaying for net control. Kilo Echo 7, can you give me the rest of that? Lima Kilo Yankee. Okay, copy that. Hopefully you pick that up for us there, N5BE.
Yeah, that's Lucky Ken. I didn't hear him directly. That's Kilo Echo 7, Lima Kilo Yankee. If you're copying me, good morning, Ken. Let's see. Dale, would you put out a call, please? W5OG, W2WLD.
Will do, Bill. This is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf relaying for net control. Taking check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club net this Wednesday morning. Members or visitors, call now.
November 0, November Echo Mike.
November 0, November Echo Mike, is that correct?
That is correct. My name here is Mark. It's Mike Alpha 0. I'm located in Topeka, Kansas, and I also am a Air Force vet. You're hitting me about a 5'9", and I'll send it back to you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we're a little close. You're very light with me. I did not get your handle. Were you copying him, Bill?
Too light to copy much, Dale. Did anyone copy November Echo Mike? Come now.
Yeah, I got him on the list. His name is Mark, and he's from Kansas.
Mark from Kansas. Very good. Mark, you're on the list. Were there any others, Dale?
I don't think so. Let me take one other check. Any other check-ins, call now, W5OG. Kilo Zulu 4, Hotel Mike Mobile. Good morning. Kilo Zulu 4. Okay. What your name and QTH, over. All right, and your name? All right, Brendan, are you checking into the Air Force's Flyers Club net? Are you going to stick with us for the net there, over? All right, you're a 5 and 6 with me in East Texas, Brandon, and 7-3 to you. Have a great day. That's it, Bill. Back to net, W2WLD.
Okay, thank you, Dale. Let me try it one more time. Any late check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club? Call now. Nothing there. There's some kind of tone. Are you hearing that tone, Dale?
I am not, Bill. I don't hear any heterodyne or anything. I just have a lot of noise, line noise.
Yeah, it's a wide tone. I'm going to go ahead and continue, and we'll go through the question. Hopefully, most people will hear it. Otherwise, as I said, it is posted on YouTube, K4YDD live feed. Question of the day. Pretty simple. When was the first use of an aircraft ejection seat to escape a stricken aircraft? One more time. When was the first use of an aircraft ejection seat to escape a stricken aircraft? Answers, possible answers. The first one is 1942. Second answer is 1944. Third answer, 1946. Fourth answer is 1947. Bonus question. What was the nationality of the first pilot who successfully ejected from an aircraft? Nationality of the pilot. 1, British. 2, German. 3, Swedish. 4, American. Does anyone need a restatement of the question? Come now. I guess not. Still hearing that tone, but we'll try to go ahead and press ahead. Have no idea. Never heard that one before. We'll have to see how it goes here. All right. Dale, W5OG, would you bring in Don, please? K0ZNC, W2WLD.
Yeah, will do, Bill. K0ZNC, go ahead, Don. I'll bring you in. W5OG. K0ZNC, go ahead, Don. I'll bring you in. W5OG. Bill, he apparently had to step away or something. He's not there right now. So I guess we'll stand by and I'll see if I can get him. And I'll let you know later on. W5OG, just go ahead and continue with the net.
Okay, very good. I'm going to try to bring in Cliff. I wasn't hearing Cliff. Maybe Lee, N5BE. Could you bring in W5PIX, please?
Yeah, Bill, I'll go ahead and try. W5PIX, N5BE, you're up, Cliff. Bill, I had him for a little bit, and then QSC got him. He just faded away.
Okay, well, thank you, Lee. I'm still trying to zero out that hum, whatever it is. Let's go ahead. Oh, let's see. Yeah, go ahead, Lee. N5BE. Go ahead and take your turn. W2WLD.
Info. Bill, W5OG.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've got Don now. He's talking. I need him to repeat. I can get him in there right now, Bill. Is that okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Don, K0ZNCW5OG. Do it one more time, Don. I apologize. I told Bill to continue on. I called you a couple times with no response. It may have been echo link problem on my end. Go ahead, Don. I'll simulcast you in W5OG to K0ZNC.
That's okay. You're going to do a good job getting me in and out. I certainly do appreciate it. What I was saying was the temperature is currently 32 degrees, going up to 54 today. And it's a really nice springtime day here. The tenant activity is going here, so I'm just going to be in and out today. And let's see, I think that's it. Like I said, at least on the X-Land, it's just the high winds quite well. Mine's good at 94 mile per hour winds, no problem at all. So, with that, we'll see you all tomorrow, 73 to everybody, and have a good day. Have a safe day. Thank you, Bill, and thanks for listening at W2WLD via W5OG. 73 is all, K0ZNC.
And back to that. Sorry for the confusion, Bill. W5OG.
No problem. That was a good quality simulcast there. Very good, Don. You have a great day. 73, sir. All right, Lee, N5 Bravo Echo, you're up.
W2WLD N5BE. This question reminded me of something that happened. Two things, actually. In 76, we had a 6A-10 come into Fritchie Army Airfield there at Fort Ord, California, to start working up the tactics with the Army, with the Cobras and scout aircraft and ground controllers. And every aircraft was painted differently. It really was. Some of them were wild. Like there was one World War I German lost in state camouflage, but the most dastardly one was the one painted like a Navy aircraft with a false canopy right underneath the top canopy. So when that thing was knife edge, you could not tell if it was coming at you or going away from you. And I think the Canadians still use that. The other thing, if anyone ever gets up to Dulles, to the Air and Space Museum, and take a look at the XV-15 under the wing of the Concorde, I sat in that aircraft when it was in the hangar at Bell to help them with some seatbelt configuration, because their at times quite portly CEO was going to get a ride in it, and so they called me up, a GE guy said, hey, can you come over and test some seatbelts for us? We want to see if we can get our boss in the airplane, and you're the one that's got the seat close to him. So I didn't know if I ought to be upset about that or honored, but that thing's got some seatbelts in it that I helped size. So think of me when you see that airplane. I'm going with number 1 and number 2. 1 and 2, Bill. Like the question. W2WLD N5BE.
Great story as usual, Lee. I've heard of hand models on TV ads, but you've done something else. So I'm proud to be talking with you today. Very impressed. All right, let's see. Gary, W4CUV, W2WLD. Gary, you're up.
W2WLD Whiskey 4, Charlie Uniform Victor, and the crew. Very good morning to all of you. It's a partly cloudy day here in Port Charlotte, Florida. We're projecting getting some much-needed rain between 12 and 2. So maybe we'll get a couple of hours of good rain that'll make the grass and flowers green. Other way around, flowers green, grass green, flowers colorful. Question for the day. I know that the answer to the first one is A Alpha or 1, 1942. That was a German have used the ejection seat. And I am not sure of question number 2. So put me down for 1 and question mark for number 2. With that, I'll turn it back to the group and say have a great day to all of you. And we'll be sitting around for the 72 or 73 rounds. So back to W2WDLD and the group. This is Whiskey 4 Charlie Uniform Victor.
Okay, Gary, very fine. Do you mind if I put you down for the right answer on number 2?
I'm negative. Don't have an answer for number 2.
No, I'm going to put you down for the correct answer. All right, let's go to Mike, WW5ENZ, W2WLD. Mike, you're up.
Okay, W2WLD. A lot of interesting conditions here. This WW5ENZ. I better put that call sign in there. But yeah, a lot of different things are coming across the net. When Lee was talking, I kept hearing this click, 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 click. I don't know if anyone else got it. And this is just a lot of weird things in the broadcast with us today. Anyway, in Oklahoma City, we're not doing too bad. It's still pretty chilly. I think just now about 44. And we do have sun, but it's really, really windy. So it's kind of like a normal Oklahoma day, I guess. But the sun helps out and makes it look a little better. It was breezy all night, and I guess it's been breezy for the last 3 days. I don't know, but I can't remember. But anyway, as far as the question goes, before I hit the question, I wonder how many of you watched the president's talk last night. I don't know. I was impressed with him, and I was also depressed with the Democrat crowd. Anyway, just my opinion, and I can't believe that even the Democrats couldn't even clap for normal things. You know, it was just weird. Anyway, let's get on to the question. Let's see. All right. As far as I think I remember something like this a few years ago. We talked about it, but I'm going to go with 1 and 2. So 1-2. Give me a 1-2 punch. And I'll turn this back to you, Bill. You're doing a great job and sounding pretty good from New York. Even though conditions today are kind of marginal. This is WW5ENZ. Turning it back to net. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, fine, Mike. I don't know what it is, but you're down today. I'm solid copied, but you're usually up around S9 and you're down around 5.5. But I copied it all. I have your answers. Let's go to Lee. W4PUO, W2WLD. Lee, you're up.
W2WLD, W4PUO. Bill, that's a very good question. I think there's maybe some controversy about it, but I'm gonna guess at 1942 because I know the Brits were working on seats back then. So I don't know who was the first one to punch out of one, but I think going with the use of it in the British airplanes, I think I'll put A for both question bonus and the original question, Alpha Alpha. And then I'll wait and see what happens. Nice day here in Belleville. Thanks for doing the net. W4PUO, back to net.
You're certainly welcome, Lee. Got your answer. Your signal's still well up there. Very good. Dale, thank you for the help so far. W5OG, W2WLD. You're up, sir.
Okay, Bill, mighty fine. Well, good. Yeah, no problem on helping. Whatever we can do, we'll do it. W5OG here, and we got a nice clear day, and I'm glad that the winds have abated some, although it's still breezy out there. Not anything like the last couple of days, though, where we had those big winds for a while. No damage other, we're sitting there. In fact, I didn't we were late getting home, and I was a bit nervous about the net. So I didn't, I was planning on perhaps joining the net there, but we were trying to get in and squeeze in dinner as well. And all of a sudden the lights went out. So that took care of that problem for us. And we had to rearrange our schedule there a bit. And so I didn't make the net. And in fact, we sat there in the dark, and I did get my laptop and found a source of internet. My UPS system was working, and that it retained the internet for me the whole for the president's talk last night. We watched it in the dark on the kitchen table with my laptop. So, and it worked fine. And the power did finally come back on about 10:30 or 11. So it was an interesting evening, especially when I just was about ready to put a couple of dinners in the microwave and the power goes off. I need that system like John has, where he has his backup generator. I don't have that in the house here. Anyway, Bill, yeah, 1 and 2 is my answer as well, and interesting subject for a question this morning. Thank you, Bill. W2WLD, back to the net.
Yeah, you're welcome, Dale. Well, branches is one thing. Over the last month, I've had a very huge, like 18-inch diameter evergreen tree that snapped and fell over onto the roof of our lake cottage. And here, about 2 weeks ago, we had a dead ash tree that decided to fall over in an ice storm and landed on my neighbor's fence. So I think I'll take the branches. Let's go to the boss. K1BLD, W2WLD. Bob, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. K1BLD here, and good morning to all the flyers in the net. You're about a 5, 6, up to 7 sometimes here, Bill. I'm probably doing the same or less, I imagine. Still on just a wire, but pushing some pretty good power through it. Let's see. Well, I guess there wasn't a net last night. I heard, Chief Mike, I heard you there but I don't think you heard me. So I figured you canceled it due to conditions. Did get on with W7ASH Bob up there in Washington, and another gentleman joined in. He heard us on there, a fellow from Wyoming, KS0OKO in South Jacksonville. We had a great conversation for quite a while. So I guess I understand it must have been canceled due to conditions. Mike, you're the only one I heard besides a couple of local guys up here, and we had a good day ourselves. So anyway, I guess that's what happened. Let's see, regarding your question, Bill, I'm going to say give it a Lawrence Welk, a 1 and a 2. And I think it was a German jet in 42, and a test pilot, I believe. And Martin Baker, the British developed, didn't come out till the mid to late 40s, I believe. I've read a lot about that in the past. Haven't been stationed over that way. Let's see. Dale, I've got your net tomorrow. I'm planning on doing that. Working up a question as we speak. The speech last night, I might put it well. That blue side of the room there, it reminded me of my youngest granddaughter when she was 3 and 4. She just fold her arms and shut her eyes and not say anything. But they weren't as polite. Amazing. Like a bunch of little kids. They didn't get their ball. So, oh well. That's life. It's a fast lane. A real fast lane. Bill, back to you. This has been K1BLD. I'll be hanging around.
Very fine, Bob. Copied all of that. A little rough copy today, but so far so good. Let's try Russ, K8 Alpha Foxtrot, W2WLD. Russ, you're up.
W2WLD, K8AF. Good morning, everybody. And thanks for running the net there, Bill. Having to listen to most people on the SDR today, a lot of noise out here in central Washington. So I'm going to go with 1 and 1 because I'm giving credit to the Brits and Martin Baker for doing the K8AF. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem, Russ. And you got a strong signal. You know, I usually have a problem with Northwest, Washington, Oregon, for some reason, but you boom right in here. That was tickling an S9. Very, very nice. Okay, let's see. Here's another guy that I have problems with occasionally, and I'm not sure why. K2SJP, Bob, W2WLD.
W2WLD K2SJP. Well, I'm hearing you fine, Bill, on the SDR, not locally. The deal is that my beam is out towards the northwest, more towards the west, and you're in my null. If I turn the beam on you, I think we have no problem between us. But I hear you fine on the SDR, no problem at all. We have some beautiful weather over here today, 73 degrees right now, sunny, bright, no humidity. It's perfect time of year, but it won't last. A couple of weeks from now, we'll get the humidity coming in, and then it'll be uncomfortable outside. Bill, my answers are Alpha and Bravo. Alpha and Bravo, 1 and 2. That would be 1942 for Alpha and German descent for Bravo, and we'll stay with that. We're back operating remote here in Holiday. I'm hoping that it lasts this time. Flex has told me that they got the workaround, and I installed it, and it works okay, but not on the iPhone, only on my desktop. So they are working on the iPhone. I got to take some screenshots and get it back to Ken after the net is over, and we'll go from there. I'm sure he'll ultimately get the iPhone working too. And Bob, K1BOB, I hope you called Flex and told them, you just got this 6400 back, and it died on you again. So I would think they would be responsible for that. So that's about it from this end, Bill. We'll be here for the 73 round, and thank you for running the net, Bill. W2WLD, this is K2SJP.
Yeah, solid copy, Bob. You're off the side of my beam, but I think my beam's not nearly so directional as yours. I've got an old Mosley TA33, so you're a good S8 coming in here. All right, let's go to John. I did hear John earlier. W7AJN, W2WLD. John, your turn.
W2WLD, W7AJN. Good morning, Bill, and good morning to all the flyers out there. You're running a good net, Bill, as usual. Let's see, we had quite a bit of wind yesterday, but my antennas are still up there, so I hope I'm getting out. You said you heard me, so that's a good sign. Let's see, it's cloudy today, 55 right now, going up to 75. So good temperatures for the day, and Susan is still on oxygen 24/7, but she's quite a bit better than she was there. No coughing and at all, and she just got to keep that oxygen level up. So doctor said, quit taking them up before our lungs are healed enough to be able to keep our oxygen up. So that's the way we're going right now. Oxygen 24/7. On your question, Bill, yeah, it's been explained by others, so I'm going to go with the the 1942 for answer 1, and answer 2 is number 2, the German. So that's my answer, and I'll be here till the bottom. W2WLD, W7AJM.
Yeah, mighty fine, John, and we pray for steady improvement on that oxygen situation. I take it Susan is your wife, so we pray for the best there. James, KG5PTE, W2WLD.
W2WLD, KG5PT. Good morning there, Bill. And thanks for running the net. And everybody's got a good signal here into Texas. We got through a very powerful windstorm yesterday. Had a very strong spring low-pressure system move across from west to east. Of course, you know, Joe W5ABI got it. Come across from California across Texas, and it gave us a lot of wind here yesterday, and we had a lot of Saharan dust in here. It was very windy yesterday, and the hex beam held up, and I had to go out there this morning and get it reoriented back to the north because the mast in there kind of got twisted back off zero, but we got it right and got it fixed, and I'm in here having breakfast right now. So as far as the answer goes, I'm going to go 1 and 2 myself, 1942 and German. Sounds right. After the net, I'm going to go outside and work on the yard a little bit, fix a few things that got messed up with the wind, and work on the flex power, the tuner genius. And I may have to get with Dale on the phone today, or Bob, call them, because I do have a question about the antenna port on the flex as the flex operates only on antenna 1. So I do have some questions to ask them later regarding how the flex itself works with this tuner genius that the manual does not elaborate on. So that's all I got, and everybody's got a good signal here today this morning, either on the electric radio and here on the ASU. So W2WLD, this is KG5PT. Thanks for running the net this 5-day. KG5PT, back to net.
Well, I'm sure that Dale can help you out there. I can't. I have no experience with the Flex or the other radios like the Flex. But I am suspicious all the time of software updates. I see how it happens to my laptop, and I even had a problem with my car that got updated via Bluetooth, and it messed everything up. So I'm a little leery of that. At least I don't want to fight the battle, I guess. Let's see if Ray's copying me today. WB2JJO, W2WLD. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, Chief Phil. W2WLD from WB2JJO. Well, I'll tell you what. Yes, sir, I'm hearing you just fine on the electric radio. You're about an S3 to an S4, but your audio is very Q5, that's for sure, on the electric radio, but I'm hearing you very, very well on Utah SCR for sure. And I'll tell you what, Bill, you guys are talking about the wind and stuff. Well, it's heading our way, and I got a 22 mile an hour wind right now. I mean, those are my trucks. 15 to 22 miles an hour. So we're getting ready for it. It's supposed to rain here today. We haven't got any rain yet, but it's supposed to rain here like sometimes in the afternoon. So we'll see what we got going on. We'll see what happens here. And as far as the president's speech last night, I want to just comment on what W5ENZ says. I have to agree with you, Mike, 110%. The Democrats really acted like a-holes last night. And, well, I'll tell you what, I don't know if you got a letter, but somebody sent a letter out to Al Green there. He was the first clown that got sent out there. And they did a good job of getting out of there. But anyway, Bill, as far as your question goes, boy, that's a tough one for me because that happened even before I was born. So I'm going to go with 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Seems like the letting line is a 1 and 2 today. So I'm going to go with that. So with that there, sir, I'm going to kick it back over to you. Let's see. I'll be here to the bottom, and I want to find out what the answer is. Oh, in case anybody want to know where I was yesterday, yesterday we had a church function, and I had to be there for the church function. Being I'm the guy that what you call runs the sound system for the church. So anyway, back over to you, Bill. Hope you copied me okay, and we'll see where this goes. W2WLD from WB2JJO.
Yeah, well, a solid copy on the local radio, Ray. Not all that strong, but it is solid copy. And yeah, well, we're raining 50 today, 50 degrees and rain. I have not seen a high wind warning, so don't know if I have to worry about that or not. I'm running out of trees to fall over. Let's see, Joe, W5ABI, W2WLD. You're up, Joe.
W2WLD and the Flyers, W5ABI. Good morning, Bill, and thanks for running the net. Beautiful day here today. Clear blue sky, calm winds. About 46 going up to 70. A lot better than yesterday. Yesterday we got the haboob. For people that aren't aware of what that is. Kind of the beginning of spring here in the southwest, but we can see it. We have a valley below us about 50 foot, and we can see about 5 miles down there, and you can actually see it coming at you, and all of a sudden the visibility gets zero, and as it moves in, and boy, I've got roll shutters in front of the shack here, and I run those old roll shutters down because when it hits, it drags all the dust with it, and I'm telling you, it's a mess. But the antenna's held up, and no problem. Anyhow, on your question, I'm also going to go for number one on the first question, 1942, and we're going to go with number two on the second one, the Germans. So we'll be here at the bottom. Back to you, Bill, W2WLD, W5ABI.
Very fine, Joe. A solid copy. Not quite so strong as just before the net, but very comfortable. And got your answer. Now let's go to Charlie, K4YDB, the man with the live stream. And Charlie, thank you for posting the question. Go ahead, sir. Very good, Charlie. Got you down for 12. Let's go to Professor Bob, NX6RG, W2WLD. Good to have you in there, Bob.
Okay, Bill, W2WLD. This is NX6RG. Well, good morning to all the Flyers. We've got kind of a drizzly day here at my KTH. So, probably not going to be a great solar day here today. With regard to your question, I am truly clueless. I do not know the answer to this. So I guess the prevailing wisdom seems to be 1 and 2. But I'll tell tell you, Bill, just put me down for the right answer this morning. I really don't know the answer to this question. It's a great question. Anyway, I'm going to be one and done this morning, and we will listen out for the answers, and we'll see everybody on the air tomorrow. W2WLD, RG.
Well, have a terrific day, Bob, and got you down for the right answer. I don't know why more people don't do that. Let's see, where am I on my list? Oh, yeah, let's try Bob, W7ASH, W2WLD. Bob, you're up. Yeah, I've got it all, Bob. You're coming through fairly well on Utah number 2. I'm not hearing a whisper on the local, however. But got your answer. Stephen, KQ4HJN, W2WLD. Stephen, you're up.
Roger that, Bill, and all the other Flyers. The front's just about to come through with us. We've got mixed up weather right now. But I'm going to go ahead with the Lemmy line. I did miss everybody last night. I guess I didn't stay on long enough. I heard Rob saying something about him and Bob were talking, but I didn't hear him here. But anyhow, I'm going to go with the Lemmy line 1 and 2, and that's it. So back to you, Bill. KQ4, HJN, clear.
Yeah, well, I'm guessing. I didn't try to get on 40 meters last night, but I would imagine a lot of people were watching the president. So that's probably why there weren't a lot of people showing up on the 40-meter net. I'm going to try to reach 10. I did not hear him. Let me give him a call, and then maybe Dale, if he doesn't respond, you might give him a try. KE7LKY W2WLD. You're up, Ken.
I think he said 1 and 1. Is that right, Ken? W5OG relay? Okay, he said 1 and 1 and turned it back there, Bill.
Yeah, I did not copy him. Thank you, Dale. Let's see. N0, NEM, N0 November Echo Mike, W2WLD. You're up, sir.
Well, let me find the right mic here. Thanks for coming back to me. As far as the question is, I'm going to go with number 1 and number 2. We had lots of snow here last night. I was out shoveling. Just came back in and seeing that my name was being called. So thanks for picking me up, and I'll just say 73, N0NEM, I can't talk today, N0NEM, and I'm 1 and done.
Okay, very good. Not all that strong, but I was able to copy you locally. Okay, Mark, let's go to James, KM6, Zulu X-Ray, W2WLD. James, you're up. Okay, very good. I wasn't picking you up locally, but I did get you on Utah number 2. And sorry about the name popping up incorrectly. All right, I think that's the bottom of the list. First, I want to recognize our representative from the Tailhook Navy who is listening today. Good morning, Steve. Good to have you in there. Did I miss anyone? Did I miss anyone on the original list? Call now. I don't know if I'm hearing somebody or not. How did I do, Lee? Do I have everybody? N5 Bravo Echo W2WLD?
Yeah, you got Norm in there, receive only, and there's a KM6S that popped up, member number 673.
KM6S, Kilo Mike 6 Sierra, W2WLD. Your turn.
Comments?
Go comments.
Roger. This is WW5ENZ. Yeah, I put in the member number 673, and this call sign popped up. The gentleman that said he had a problem with his name, and he was number 673. You gotta. It's because QRZ is not right. So. I don't know for sure, but that's what's going on. Anyway, WW5ENZ, just a comment.
All right, thank you, Mike. Well, let me dispose of the question, and then we'll see if there are any late check-ins before we start our 73 round. On the question of aircraft ejection seats, all of these dates have some significance. So let me start with the most recent, 1947. In 1947, an American pilot, Robert Hoover, flying an F-100, got into a flat spin that he could not recover from, and he ended up punching out. He did survive, but with serious injuries. So 1947 was the first American to punch out. Let's go to 46. 1946, a Swedish lieutenant, Johansson, flying a Saab 17, ended up having to eject, and he was the first non-German pilot to successfully eject from an aircraft. So that was in 1946. 1944, we had a crew, a German pilot named Herter, H-E-R-T-E-R, and a radio operator with the name of P-E-R-B-I-X, Perbix, I guess. They were flying a Heinkel 219, and they had to punch out. That's the first known ejection of a crew. And now we get to what I was looking for. In 1942, it was in fact a German, Helmut Schenk. He was flying a Heinkel 280, and he was the first pilot to escape, use an ejection seat to escape a stricken aircraft. So all of the dates had significance, but most all of you got the one I was looking for, Break. Okay, before we start the 73 round, are there any late check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club? Call now. Nothing heard. Well, let's go ahead and start. Now, Don, I guess, was a 73. I don't know if he's still listening, but have a great day, Don. Let's try Cliff, see if we can get him now. W5PIX, mobile, W2WLD. Cliff, you there? Go ahead. Yeah, I lost him. Anyone here, Cliff? Okay, I was picking him up, but well, it wasn't really intelligible, but I could tell he was in there on USON number 2. Cliff, we need a better day with a better position for your mobile rig there. Let's see. Let's go to Lee, N5BE, W2WLD. 73, Lee.
Yeah, W2WLD and 5B. Back in the 70s, I went to visit the Planes of Fame Museum, one of my many trips to visit that aircraft museum at Chino. And they just got in a P-59A, a Bell P-59A. And it had another cockpit forward of the usual cockpit with just a little bitty windscreen, and you looked in there and it didn't have an ejection seat. It had a wicker basket seat, and apparently that was the original seat in the aircraft. I did some research on it at the time, and it was correct. So wicker seat like a basket in a jet. How about that? W2WLD and 5B, 73, Bill. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that might induce me to move the stick to forward and aft and simulate sitting on my front porch in a rocking chair. W4CUV, Gary, W2WLD, 73.
W2WLD in the group, Whiskey 4 Charlie Uniform Victor, 73 stall. We're getting some rain now. Hopefully it's going to last for a couple of hours. We need it badly. So 73 stall. Hope you all have a great day and possibly talk to you tomorrow. So back to you, Bill, W2WLD in the group, Whiskey 4 Charlie Uniform Victor, 73.
Well, Gary, enjoy the rain. I hope you do get what you need. Mike, WW5ENZ, thank you for the help today, Mike. Go ahead.
Okay, W2WLD, WW5END. For a moment there, I thought we were going to talk about the guy in the lawn chair that flew up over L.A. with the balloons. That was Bob's entry. Well, that was a couple years ago, but interesting stuff. Anyway, everybody have a great day. It's 73 Stall, WW5END, turning it back to W2WLD.
Yeah, have a great day, Mike. 73. Lee, W4PUO, 73.
Hey, 73's Bill. Thanks again for the net, and you all have a really nice day today. W4PUO, 73.
Thank you, Lee. Dale, W5OG, W2WLD. Thanks again, Dale.
Okay, no problem, Bill. W2WLD, W5OG will... and I want to thank Bob for doing my net for me in the morning. Carolyn has a doctor's appointment that's right in time of the net, so I'm not able to do it at all. I do appreciate Bob doing that for me. And he said he's got a question. If you didn't have one, I've got one here, Bob. But you said you were working on a question, so I will save mine. Do you a favor. Thank you, Bill. W2WLD. Back to that. We'll see you over on Echo Link, those that want to. W5OG.
Yeah, before the net, Dale, I asked Lee his opinion, N5 Bravo Echo, on how long we have to wait before we start recycling questions so that everybody hopefully has forgotten and we can reuse them. Over.
Yeah, I think it's a good question. I've already used a couple of times. Usually I can change my bit, Bill, and use them again. Back to you, W5OG.
Well, I told Lee with my memory probably once a month. But I've got a bunch of them on my computer on my laptop. All right, have a great day, Dale. Let's see. Bob, K1BOB, W2WLD. Bob, you're up.
W2WLD, K1BLD in the group, and very good, Bill. Enjoyed your question and your read on it afterwards there, backing us into the answer. Very good. Enjoy that stuff. And I've used, I like Dale got it right. Use Bill got a question, you already did one. Put a different slant on it. I've got questions. I think I've got questions saved from 4 years ago. And I'll occasionally go back, relook at them, and make them better. But anyway, we'll have one from my favorite subject. Only airplane besides trainers I ever flew in the Air Force, the F-111. So you're going to get an F-111 question. Oh, maybe two of them tomorrow. With that, I can do the net for you there. And SJP, if you can copy me, you think pretty highly of Flex. I got the radio back. It did not work. And so you can only talk to him on email. It's crazy. And I called him up. I'm very dissatisfied. I want to talk to somebody one-on-one. And one guy comes up and says, well, we're happy to do that for you here, Pop. Just be advised, it's $60 for 30 minutes to talk to a rep to try to get it fixed. And he assured me he could get it fixed. Anyway, if anyone wants a Flex radio I can't get working, I'll just about give it away. This is I'm going to use it as an anchor. This is K1BOD. My moaning is over, Bill. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, Bob. Well, back to questions. The problem I've had a couple times is I'll go through the effort, come up with a question, and get it all typed out, and then I get this haunting feeling that I've used it once before, but so far it hasn't been the case. Let's see. Russ, K8, Air Force, W2WLD, 73, Russ.
W2WLD K8AF. Thanks again for running the net. Great question. And you can ask the same question next week, but I still won't remember it. So it's nice that you guys put them out there. I need to get off my rear end and submit some questions for y'all. 73 W2WLD K8AF.
73, Russ. Was there an India Foxtrot, an IF come again?
Sheila, Delta 9, Whiskey, India Foxtrot. Good morning.
Good morning. You have reached the Air Force's Flyers Club net. Are you going to join in on our net today, sir?
Yes, every day.
And what is your name?
My name is Vladimir.
Vladimir. Well, good morning, sir. You might listen a bit. We're going through our 73 round, and I'll call on you at the end if you have any comments.
And
Bob, K2SJP, W2WLD, 73.
W2WLD. That is the K2SJP. Okay, Bill, 73. We'll be over on Echo Link. Thanks for running the net. And I second the motion on that. With most of us up in our 80s, you can query the question a week or two from now, and it'll be like the beginning. Take care. Thanks again for running the net, Bill. W2WLD, K2SJP.
Okay, very good. Yeah, when I tell my grandkids, the teenagers, some war stories, I have to watch. If their eyes roll, I know that that's not the first time they've heard it. John, W7AJN, W2WLD, 73, John.
W2WLD, W7AJN. Good night, Bill. Appreciate the question. And nothing else. He's making a wonderful day for his your subject. W7AJN.
Great advice, John. Thank you. James, KG5PTE, W2WLD, 73.
W2WLD, KG5PT. Bill, I got a question to ask you. I was watching some YouTube videos the other day, and I came across this guy called Freeway Jim, and he had a bunch of videos of driving around Corpus Christi, Texas, and down there around Padre Island. And I was thinking of you, and he drove around there by the NES Corpus Christi and stuff, and if you want me to, I can share them with you. I can send them to your email if you'd like, and I think you might like them because it may remind you of being down there, because I grew up down there myself, and I was wondering if you want them, I'll send them over to you, but if you don't, that's okay. It's up to you. But I wanted to ask you if you'd like them, I'd send them to you. But 73s and Bob, K1BOB, I did read your email from Flex. Oh, my Lord. That's unbelievable. Anyway, 73s, and I'll catch everybody on Echo Link, KG5PT.
Yes, James, send those along. My email is good, of course, on the Flyers Club, also on the QRZ. So I'd probably enjoy that very much. Thank you. Ray, WB2JJO, 73, Ray.
W2WLD from WB2JJO. Well, fantastic question there, Chief Bill, that's for sure, as usual. And I heard just about everybody on the electric radio today, which is good. Believe it or not, I'm hearing those Washington stations better than anybody else. I don't know what that gentleman's using from Washington, but boy, I tell you what, he comes in here really nice. So with that there, Bill, thanks again. Hopefully we won't get rained on too much. I'm going to have to head out to the grocery store right now because I want to get a few groceries before we get the rain. So with that there, sir, thank you for the net. Thank you for the question, and we'll see you further on down the road, as they say. W2WLD, WB3JJO, 73, sir.
73, Ray, and you're certainly welcome. Joe, W5ABI, W2WLD, 73.
Yeah, W2WLD and the Flyers, W5ABI. Yeah, I have a similar problem with my Palsar AT2K antenna tuner. Terrible people back there. They wanted $300 to look at it, and I had to pay two-way postage, and I ended up fixing it myself. So anyhow, I got it working. Anyhow, enough of that. 73, Phil and the Flyers. Thanks for running the net. And W2WLD, W5ABI.
You're welcome, Joe. 73. Charlie, K4YDB, 73, Charlie.
W2WLD K4YDB. Well, good net as usual there, Bill. Conditions were not that bad. You're starting to fade down a little bit on. But anyway, 73s, everybody. Everybody have a good afternoon. I got to go ice my shoulder down because it's starting to hurt. K4YDB, back to net.
Okay, Charlie, you're 5 dB over S9, so very off the side of the beam, but very great copy, very comfortable. Bob, W7ASH, W2WLD, 73, Bob. Bob. Let's see if Steven's still there. KQ4HJN W2WLD 73.
Roger that, Bill. I'm still here, but the local conditions are fading on me fast, so I hope you're all hearing me. Russ was coming in great on the local. I couldn't believe from Washington, but nothing else. 73. Back to you, Bill.
Mighty fine. 73. Let's see. Ken. KE7LKY W2WLD. 73, Ken. Don't hear him.
KE7LKY 73 round, Ken. W5OG relay. I don't hear him now either, Bill. W5OG.
Okay, well, he's probably getting another cup of coffee, which is what I'm going to do after I get done here. Let's go to N0, November Echo Mike, W2WLD, 73. N0NEM, you still there? Guess not. Let's see if Vlad's stuck with us here. Kilo Bravo 9er, Whiskey India Foxtrot, W2WLD. Vlad, what do you have for our net today? Over? I guess nothing. Must probably passing by. Sorry about that. By my reckoning, that's the bottom of the list. Did I miss anyone? Did I miss anyone? Come now. Nothing heard. Any final comments before I close the net? Okay, this has been the Wednesday edition of the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. Thank you to all who participated as check-ins, and special thanks to those who helped with relays, and NetLogger Lee, great job as usual, and Dale for the simulcast. This net is now closed. 73, everybody. W2WLD, off and clear.